is Born. This is your host, Knowledge Born Alive. We are here with the artist, designer, manufacturer, the mastermind, and co-founder of one of the greatest brands to ever hit the universe. You understand? Afr-letics, the first conscious sportswear brand, and we here with the co-founder and the magnificent mind of Jef-A-Sun in the building. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some, present to others, the visionary, the architect, the designer, the mastermind, Jef-A-Sun. Peace to the God. How you doing, man?
Peace, God. Appreciate you. Peace to
Love.
everybody out there. You know, definitely. I appreciate everything. You know,
I think your camera froze up on us.
bro.
Yeah.
Let me see something. When it come back,
I'm still looking froze. Maybe you got a call or something.
how I look now.
It's blacked out.
It's blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I can go in and
Leave out and come back in. Should be good. Out here in Atlanta, one more night. So y'all out here, y'all need these interviews. We doing them all. We doing them virtual. So take advantage of this opportunity right here to get this explosion out here. And give a quick shout out to my brother Raheem Shabazz. Cop that elementary genocide docu-series. It's a masterful series. Parts to it. I'm saying, and cop wingy gear. You understand? Get fresh out here. Time to get fresh. So make sure y'all go check that out. So yeah, we just do that. Wait till our brother come back. Man, we live in the 8 minutes going down. Been a crazy time. Shout out to the New Order family. Did a masterful interview over there as well. Shout out to Steve Coakley Jr. Interviewed him. His pop's transition was yesterday. A lot going on. Let me see. Get my brother back on. Boom. Magic right there. You understand?
You said Steve Coakley died?
Yeah. It's 8 years ago yesterday was the transition day. So I was on with his son, Steve Coakley Jr. And if you look at him, you know what I'm saying? Spitting in image of his pops. You know what I mean? Spitting image. Shit look eerie sometimes. Look, I'll be looking like, oh shit, yeah. It's Junior. You know what I'm saying? So, show that bloodline strong. You see what I'm saying? I see you got the wares back there. You know what I'm saying? I know I met you. I came to the spot, man. That was the easiest way in the world for me to spend $100. Like, when you think about it. You understand what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
My son's gonna be mad. You know what I mean? I go to the spot. Normally I bring him something back when I come down here. They're gonna be a little sick. Like, you was in Atlanta? You didn't bring us nothing. All right, so how you be, G? What's going on with you?
Cooling. Just trying to survive through the times, you know what I'm saying? Keep moving, in the righteous direction. I know that everything's going on. It's, different things are happening, and, everybody might not necessarily want to spend money on clothing because they don't have anywhere to go. So we just kind of had to switch gears and switch to, what people needed at the time. So that's why we got the mask going. I'm saying it's nothing about fear, any fear campaign, anything like that. It's basically like if you're a clothing brand, or you're a manufacturer, you see an opportunity, you gotta shoot for it. You know,
That's right.
they might make it an ordinance or a law that you have to wear a mask. Certain people's jobs have to wear masks, so you know we got to get in that market too. Yeah.
So I heard your story a couple of times. Can you kind of share your story, your beginnings, how you got into this particular design mind frame? You know what I'm saying? Share the story, the backstory with the family of the brand.
Yeah. So and basically, me and my partner throughout our partner in the company, you know, we've been long time homies. You know what I'm saying? We was both from New Orleans, so we came up, we did our thing in New Orleans. We had a crew that we ran with or whatever. And we was basically always in the fashion, We was always in the gear, always in the jerseys, different things like that. And we used to always want the rarest, the best, quality, of all that, kind of like people are today, they want quality, they want high quality stuff. So that's what we was on, and we like sports. And we was conscious, just moving through our, years, consciousness, you gain knowledge about certain things, you just start building with the people of like minds, especially if you already, you're already partners with them, you're already friends with them. So he just sent me a logo one day, Kim and Heru logo. And I was like, whoa, this is out of this world. This is crazy. And saying, my mind just started running because previously I had done a few clothing lines that just didn't, do what they're supposed to do as far as generate anything beyond me just wearing my own clothes. But when he hit me with that, I kind of just spark came out on my mind, and we just went back and forth with like, man, we could do different things in our history to celebrate our history. We could put out one that for the Moors. You know what I'm saying? We can make Moorish nights. We just started coming up with different names. It'd be like, yes, sports squads. Garvey Black Star Line, Harry Tubman Track Stars. So the Zulus. We just started throwing stuff back and forth. And then he just, came together, made the graphics for him. We went through trial and error. We had some hats at first, and then t-shirts, of course. I mean, any clothing line, that's gonna be a basic start. You know what I'm saying? So then we just kind of graduated, started fishing for top-notch stuff. We said it's like a sports theme or sportswear. We gotta have sports gear, stuff that people wear on the field, not necessarily on the field, but that same authentic look. So us always been into jerseys and stuff like that. We just acclimated that to the fashion side, to make sure that it has the authentic jersey aesthetic, that if you put it next to a Mitchell-N-Ness jersey or a Nike jersey or any authentic jersey, then it would match, pound for pound, or might even be better, but I think it's actually better because when you deal with the ancestors, you're undefeated. Dallas might have a bad season one year or every year, and you still rooting for them.
Right.
You root for Garvey, you can't lose. So that's another thing behind what we're doing as well. But yeah, that's basically the kickoff. How we basically started it off. It's that doing that type of movement.
So if you don't mind me asking, what brought you from, the NO to the ATL?
Well, I had to roll up here because of Katrina. So I was in New Orleans. I would have basically never probably left New Orleans. That was my mind frame at the time. And Katrina hit, which was a nice amount of time ago, but I mean it's still still a pre-Katrina and a post-Katrina, saying that'll always be. So my pops was up here in Atlanta, so instead of going to the west, which going to Houston, which the roads was backed up and it was a long time getting there, we decided to go east to where my pops was at, to kind of go damn near in the storm's eye, but right before it, we just slid to the east because I knew I would have a place to stay. I wouldn't have to rely on, hotels, hotels or anything like that, or finding somebody. So we just went up here. We came up here. We you know, because it had been the year before probably we had rolled out because they said a hurricane was coming, and it was just like we went to the ATL, we rolled out a little bit, and then they said come back to the city in 2 days. So you came back to the city like nothing. You know, I had been used to doing that since a little kid. You know, rolling out of town and nothing really happened. So we thought that was gonna be the same way. We were like, okay, yeah, Katrina, yeah, all right, it's gonna pass by. We're gonna come back. It's gonna be nothing. Then we started watching CNN. Whew, you know, going through that. You know, hearing them getting them phone calls. I'm like, oh, this is like apocalypse right here. You know, so for that small area, it was damn near apocalypse. You know, many, you know, a lot of people left and never came back. You know, and no plans to come back. Like, you know, I definitely try to keep my ear to the city though. You know, try to get back there at least 3 or 4 times a year. You know, still have family down there, people down there. So, you know, that's why we're trying to build that brand so we can expand and do things like that. Have something running in different cities. You know, whether it be a little league or a professional league. You know, so something like that.
I could see that. I could see that. I think that'd be crazy as hell. Like a team, you know what I'm saying? Got the young G's out there, got the OGs out there, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
with the uniforms on, getting busy. Yeah.
right.
How much empowered would our youth be? You see what I'm saying? Just like you said, you know,
No
donning
doubt.
our ancestral apparel, you know, putting that uniform on, that real uniform. You see what I'm saying? Like that battle dress uniform on. You know, cat dunking on the cat with Harry Tubman on his chest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that's a different kind of love vibe right there, man. I think
Right,
that's crazy.
right.
Yeah.
And
Because if you
doing
think
that,
about all of the other situations from an economic standpoint, I know you as an entrepreneur, I know you're gonna speak on it. Um, Mitchell-N-Ness, Nike, there's no vested interest in our people, only in the exploitation. You see what I'm
right.
saying? Only the realm of exploitation. So imagine, you know, envision our people, the everyday people, and the sports icons, whatever may be, without gear only. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Without
the
gear
aim.
only, like yeah, like no, I'm looking for an Athletics endorsement deal, not Nike. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like
Like
Zion,
that's
come
a
holler,
different.
Zion.
Yeah,
Holler,
yeah,
Zion. You on the break? Hit us
yeah,
up. Here in New Orleans.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's definitely that'd be a whole shift.
It's a
You
game
see what I'm
changer
saying?
right there. Just like when they
Yeah.
shut down the NBA. That made
Mm-hmm.
that made you be like, whoa, NBA,
Right.
no NBA, no
Right.
baseball, football talking about not having it. What? You
Right.
saying you killed it right there.
Right.
This is the perfect time. Let's form our own league.
Right.
Fuck, that's
Right.
what they should be on. Come on, LeBron, holla at me.
Right. Yeah, and the kind of quality and the kind of you know what I'm saying. I've seen it up close, so it ain't like I just you know I seen it. You know what I'm saying up close. The kind of attention and detail that goes into it. You know, whenever you mass produce something, you can't guarantee that same kind of quality. You see what I'm saying? That's where a lot of the undercurrents come in too. Like they be like, okay, natural resources. You know, you start thinking about silk. You start thinking about cotton. You start talking. You ain't talking like that. You thinking about oil and shit. You see what I'm saying? Gold, but you're not talking about like rayon, polyester. You know any of that? That's there too. You see what I'm saying? So when they
That's
come into
industry
these places,
definitely.
yeah, they come into these places, these other countries and stuff like that. They're coming for that too because they want a monopoly on it. You see what I'm saying? And wherever they could get it, and with all these fashion designers around the world, they're making that money. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking to increase their bottom line with that. So that's like an undercurrent too. You see what I'm saying? So, um, you know, for you, doing this entrepreneurial, you know, kind of well, not kind of this entrepreneurial strive for you. You know, what's some of the takeaways? What's some of the lessons that you learned along the way to ensure your survivability out here?
Well, I mean, I learned we just gotta be adaptable. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, because with the brand athletics, you know, it's like both sides of the coin. You know, we have to be pretty much a standard, a brand, and brand yourself and have it exactly the way it is. No wavering. You know, saying on the colors, no wavering. Once we decide, boom, this is what it's going to be. This the colors going to be. You know, we stick to that on every piece of work that we put out. You know, such as the Nat Turner jacket I got on. Then I have the Nat Turner jersey. I also have the Nat Turner hat, and it's the Nat Turner basketball jersey. So you can see it all meshed in colors, and it looks like, yo, this is a whole uniform. But also, I have another manufacturing brand that I can basically make custom items. So if you only want one of one, or you only want this to look specifically like this, and I can come close to it in, you know, in an embroidery format, you know, or I can hit it the nail on the coffin, you know, nail in the head, you know what I'm saying? But you know, stuff like that. So I've learned, you know, just to have both going, you know, so people who necessarily don't really have an idea or want to get anything custom, they just like what they see. You know, you gotta have that standard that's still there. Then you also have those people who are creatives who like, man, or just have a brand and they don't have a way to make it, you know, so you can be that person too. So I just turned to try to adapt, you know, to whatever situation was in front of me.
I'm saying what's up with some, I need to do the knowledge radio. You know what I'm saying? I need the jersey looking like that joint right there. You know what I'm saying? I need the, you know what I mean? I need that. I just got an idea over here. The knowledge radio jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Get the hat, get the jersey and the jacket. I know I got the t-shirts. I know I got the hoodies. You know, I got the all overs. You know, we got the RBG Corona free drinks out there, but this is looking like something. Might have to holler at the God, man, and see what's going on with that right there. I think we need some of that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's most definitely. You know, to do the custom athletics, you know, is a little different system than me working on it, just doing some custom logo or a hat that I already have in a different color.
Mm-hmm.
Got that kombucha, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The homie right there, elliptical kombucha, you
yeah.
know,
Get that immune system right. Keep it right.
right. Got hibiscus,
Yeah.
sorrel, all that in that turmeric.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sell it here at Madada.
I'm about to make a stop by there tomorrow if I hit the road. Then what time they open tomorrow?
10.
10. Yeah. Have to go to Wadada. You know what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, you said adaptability. What were some of the other things that you learned along the way that you could share with us? You know what I'm saying, in your journey as an entrepreneur, especially in the fashion industry. You know what I'm saying? Let's kind of get specific to this lane that you in. I saw you brand yourself uh, as Edu-fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Edu-fashion leader. You know what I mean? So for somebody who getting into this particular lane and they want to brand themselves in this kind of fashion, what kind of tips could you give for them? You see what I'm saying in regards to that lane right there?
well, Edu-fashion, you know, something me and my partner created, you know, so we're the leaders of that, you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard anybody spit like that or say that particular verbiage. So we decided to run with that and be the ones who, you know, put that forward. You know, so it's basically like, you know, teaching through clothes. There might be other brands who fit in that category, possibly, but we decided to create that for ourselves. So if anybody jumped in that lane, they basically be coming after us, you know. So but it's just more along the lines of branding. You know, if you have your own category and you have your own name, you know, and you basically are tailor making it for your category, then it all falls in line.
All right. All right. So y'all gonna be giving out some what you call it? Y'all gonna be writing some books or Y'all doing like some web series or something, some seminars, in regards to branding. You know what I mean? Like you see these cats is out here, and they charging tremendous prices. In regards to these branding seminars and things like that. Like ain't nothing like homegrown. Somebody who look like you been through your same struggle, know how to identify with you. You know what I mean? It's a market out there for it. It's a market
Definitely.
out there.
I mean, it'll just be something I have to, get into action. Because it definitely is not going to take me just, it's going to take a little bit more push to get a whole program. Because if I put myself out there that I want to charge you, to consult you on branding or to do a whole seminar on branding, I definitely would have to write it out, plan it out, and make sure it has all the bells and whistles that's puts it on the level of our brand. So I really want to just do it on the, without having a way to get it to the level I needed to get it to make sure that it stays equal to the clothing brand. So I figured that if I put most of the energy into the clothing brand, then eventually that'll get me the bread where I really wouldn't have to worry about, all the other stuff that'll just be right there to make happen. But
So
yeah,
some tools there at your disposal. Everything is going virtual. You see what I'm saying? Like how many people
definitely.
have came to you was like, how do you make this? You see what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying, hey, you're giving up your secret sauce or whatever, but like a virtual site kind of situation. You see what I'm saying? So cats might just see you and be like, you know, they might think they could do it. And through looking, they might be like, nah, I can't really fuck with it. Like, it take a special kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because everybody look at everybody's job or, everybody's chosen profession and be like, yeah, man, that's easy. You see what I'm saying? All you doing is they try to simplify it and they don't understand. You see what I'm saying? You said you had ventures that you embarked on in the fashion world, brands, designs, and then it just wound up being just yours. You understand what I'm saying? So there's something that was a step above this investment that had your mind like, okay, this is it. You see what I'm saying? So what was the transition for you in regards to from your own designs to this design right here? You see what I'm saying? That's a
Well,
tool right there.
I mean, the transition basically was when people actually started spending money on it. When people
Mm,
actually started buying it, when the people actually admired it, when people actually
mm,
was like, there was no negative thought or a word spoken when people saw it. You know what I'm saying? By me doing the Juneteenth Fest, the Malcolm X Fest, just here
mm,
in Atlanta,
mhm,
and having an Axum clothing store on Ralph David Abernathy. And then I had the Hats and Madu bookstore in Greenbrier Mall. So
mm,
people just actually spending money on it, that lets me know that, hey, I need to push it further, because the previous brands, nobody bought them. I mean, like minimal people bought them. It wasn't, like nowhere near the admiration, and just the wow factor that people
mm.
most times when they see it, in our community, or black people as a whole, they're like, wow, what is this? There's never like a person that says anything as far as like, this is whack, this is trash, why you do that?
Mm,
Or just gave us,
mm,
snarl to it. It's always, positivity. I mean, yeah, you might not have 20 or $100 to spend on the jersey, but you see that, whoa, if I had it, I'll spend it because it's quality.
right.
It needs to be that price, because Mitchell-N-Ness was slinging their jerseys at $300. So ours is
Right.
the same as Mitchell-N-Ness, tag on it, tackle 12, sublimation, old school, thick ribbon, everything Mitchell-N-Ness got, and we only sell it for 150. And most times it's cheaper than that if you roll up on me. So
Right.
it's that was basically the turning point right there when I saw that people actually liked it and admired it, and wanted to see, what was going on with it. So that just pushed us to be like, well, let's see how far we can go. Let's make jersey, let's make jackets, um, let's make t-shirts, hats, hoodies, you know, anything that we felt like we could make, put it on, and do it in a aesthetically pleasing way, that's what we're striving for, and just rock the stuff that we like to rock, and we see, other people admiring and stuff like that, because the people tell you what they like and what they don't like, what they dollar, because if you circulating your dollar with me, then you could spend it anywhere, so I appreciate anybody who spent any bread with me on any venture, or any product, because you could buy that Nike tee and feel nothing about it because your homeboy got on a Nike tee and you probably got on Nike shoes. Shit, I got on Nike shoes. So it's like you can spend that dollar in another place, but the fact that you decide to spend it with me, I definitely appreciate it, and that just was another indicator on, yeah, this is the direction I probably need to go in, and then just the whole explosion of consciousness and, just meeting different people in the community, stand-up cats, what I'm saying, especially like Red Pill and Blue Pill, that was basic inspiration too, to kick it off, with him already doing the Kings County line. I like, yeah, and I was very appreciative of everything, what I'm saying, that relationship has brought forth, Yeah.
You gave a whole seminar just now, right?
Oh,
You know that, right?
yeah, I mean,
You gave a whole seminar. You could take everything that you just said, you could break it down in segments and the series. You could deal with
yeah,
one aspect on each one. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
I mean,
getting your
that's
identifying your target audience is a seminar. You see what I'm saying? Identifying your target audience, and you can go through your process of how you had to sift through to determine your target audience. You see what I'm saying? Brand position, how you wanted to brand yourself. You see what I'm saying? Your mission statement, crafting your mission statement. All of these things, these are all, a series that you can have laid out. Now, after you do your series, those could be books. You see what I'm saying? So now you're looking at, different opportunities in spaces, whether they're physical books, whether they're ebooks, whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's you, it's your partner, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Y'all sharing your ideas and your thoughts and y'all getting them out there to the people. So now you a brand and you know what I'm saying? And now your other things as well. You see what I'm saying? So then you like, okay, like, people want you to consult. That's a different kind of situation. You see what I'm saying? Just by what you're doing. You ain't doing nothing different than what you're doing. You're doing something and then you're explaining what you did. You see what I'm saying? Oftentimes we get the ones that's like, I just let my work speak for itself. We're not in that position. People want to hear from you. People want to see you. They want to know your story. You see what I'm saying? So inverse, you got it inverse. And 90% of the sales push is what they see. You see what I'm saying? You can flip that now and change it from 90% of it what they see, and 90% of it is you. You see what I'm saying? So this is how make it happen on both sides. So 90% is your product, 10% is you, 90% is you, 10% is your product. You see what I'm saying? You're like, oh, this the dude that made this. This is, you understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, he broke that shit down, blah, 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 blah. Now it's a different kind of situation. You see what I'm saying? So you're leveling both of these sides and you're leveraging both aspects of yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because your brand is an extension of you and you are an extension of your brand. So now you've got a marketable situation on both sides.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something I should look into. See how far I'll get that started, get that cranked out. Because I mean it's a virtual world at this point. So you definitely see the increase in everybody just being out there.
Right.
So as long as the post office is still working, always can ship up to whoever, whenever.
Right.
Definitely.
Look how many more people you can help along the way. You see what I'm saying? How many youth? You see what I'm saying? Like we had to get it out the mud. And if we had to get it out the mud, then we created crops from that. You see what I'm saying? So those crops should bear fruit for our seeds to, have a harvest. You see what I'm saying? So we could cut the learning curve, and they got the tech. They born technologically savvy. You see what I'm saying? And you put it in their hands, they're gonna take it a whole nother way. You see what I'm saying? So it's out there. And I'm like, yo, where you learn that from? I'm like, yo, Jef-A-Sun put me on. You understand what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
mean, that's how you live forever. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
That's how you live forever.
Uh, put some intellectual property out there. Some books,
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
some some radio interviews, and I definitely appreciate the interview. Putting the light on things. Yeah, just gotta build and keep expanding. Everything's
Right.
pretty much accessible. If
Right.
you want it, you can find it.
Right.
No matter how deep you want to go, but you can find it. In the internet age. So, and you can find out how to do it. And if you got the bread, then you can do it.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, we also have me and my brother. We have a label, Right to Bear Arms, as far as music wise. We got like
Mm.
5 albums on all the streaming platforms: YouTube, Tidal, iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody. However you listen to your music, our music is on there. My brother Tonti Norse, he recently did an album. My nephew Ken Fresco with our homeboy who's a producer, L Ferro, Big 700. Yeah, so we did a couple albums with him. Just look that up. And give him a stream. Give him a listen. You know,
What you said was that? Which
it's
under what
on all
name?
streaming platforms. It's Right to Bear Arms Entertainment. It's the record label. You can find most of the stuff under there. And then my brother has an album, Tonti Norse. His album is called Kilimanjaro. Pretty
Mm.
much every time I post something, I tag him in it. You know, um,
Okay.
my nephew has an album, Ken Fresco, called Preseason, and it's mostly
Mm.
produced by our homeboy L Ferro. You know, and rest in peace, my homeboy Nat Turner. He died 2 years ago, but he was one of the cornerstones, co-founders of Right to Bear Arms. You know, so definitely rest in peace to him. He put us on to a lot of the consciousness. As far as the YouTube app, sending us different videos, putting us on the different books. He was the one. Him and Huey P. They'll put us on in different little things. Like, yeah, I'll check it out. Just to lead me to then you check out that one, and that leads you on your path. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check out this. I'm gonna check out that. Once they hand it to you, when you got that, like when somebody hand you a 5% book or something like that, you know,
Right.
then you just expand from there. They hand you that William Cooper, you expand
Right.
from there. They send you Phil Valentine video, like, oh, he bringing down the Matrix. You're like, okay, then you just go from there. So yeah, Nat Turner was a big part of that. You know, I mean Nat Burner actually. Nat Burner. I got the Nat Turner stuff on, but his name was Nat Burner. You
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got a link with them. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Yeah.
I don't even know how to put it in there.
Um, hit comment or hit chat or whatever, and put it in there.
When I hit chat, it takes me to a whole another
Yeah, just type it in there. Yeah, you got to link me with them so I could do them interviews too.
yeah, I don't. So I'm just putting YouTube on there, and you can see videos that we put out. I might have to come out the app and actually
All right, I got you. You good? Good.
get the
Let's see what it is. Yeah, the joint that I sing. Here we go. Yeah. Get that joint.
You about to send me a link?
Let me pull it up.
Where did you send it to me at?
No, so I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm just waiting for it to pull up.
Yeah.
What's the delay on it?
Watch me dominate and run the beat. Time to elevate my dedication. Then evaluate the situation. It's my turn as all twisters. Smoking amazing. Captivate. Proclamations being given. Got your heart tripping. What it like to bring your lives to life. Wrong cycle. Bad for your life. Push it, can't get right. It's so loud.
Is it,
I'm on stage.
is it sound like the sound is a little muffled on there on my end.
Let's read the word out. It's going you define your outcome you can't come back from. I play the assassin. My rentals, I'm taxing them to the maximum. I'm premium, steeping them for no reasoning. Ain't no deceiving them. Who's understand what's being told to you? You suckers is replicas. Remember, don't measure. Either you a loser, you shouldn't be bothered. You're a nuisance trying to steal my audience. But the circumstance you're placed in, the consequences they have been others. Only the trust you like lust. Your career's a bust, but I'm on the cups to greatness. Either the shape this industry, so I pathway just for me. I'm the manufacturer who manufacture our product. You manufacture, and man, you're not a factor. You just bring laughter, can't pass the criteria.
It's a little static, but that's about it.
Let's read the words now. It's gonna be a problem for you.
It's like it has a delay on my end.
You can't come back from. I play the assassin. My rentals, I'm taxing them to the maximum. I'm premium, scheming them for no reasoning. Ain't deceiving them. Who's overstanding what's being told to you? You suckers is replicas. Remember, don't mess with y'all. It's the rebellion. On the track, I'm a felon. Beat down in section. Stabbing up percussion. Strangling the snare is nothing. Drums running. Sample, I'm abducting. Poem discussing. Me, the ambassador. Me galore. Girls, I explore them often. Leaving their bodies in coffins. My dick, man, and no apology for what's happening. I'm writing in remembrance of the reoccurrence of events that gain prominence in my environment for the continuance to release greater content. No doubt.
Yeah, it's probably like a 10-second delay.
Replica, Tontine North. So y'all check him out. He got a whole album, Kilimanjaro. We got about 3 to 4 videos already put out. Yeah, y'all check his album out. I'm on there. I'm on like half the cuts. Yeah, that was, and then we have videos for our previous albums, the Wild Style album, the Macintosh album, also the Chuck Turner album, and my nephew has a few albums, preseason album, and he also had the last one he put out, ML 350. Yeah, so I mean, we're definitely into the arts. Definitely about getting your particular story out there, and branding. So I mean, we have that going on. We add another wing of it. As far as like doing consultations or just putting more media out there. Of course, when you get that opportunity, you shouldn't turn it down, especially if it's coming from a true power source. Or somebody who has a well-known or just a well-run platform like yours.
But yeah, put some time and some years in. I got
Right.
about 1,200 shows. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
and counting.
Yeah,
So,
that's
a lot of
nice
practice
right there. Yeah, that's definitely a nice package.
So yeah. So yeah, make sure you link me with him. You know what I'm saying? I bring him on the platform. You know what I'm saying? And we could get the whole gang back together, and we could do like a project review. I got a couple of the platforms y'all could go on to, just to shop music. You see what I'm saying? And talk your brands, promote your brands, everything. You see what I'm saying? So conglomerate out here. Definitely a good time.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Definitely any light, any light that we can get. I feel like once people actually, see, it has no reason not to explode. Because anytime they can wear Gucci and Louis and Fendi, spend $1,000 a shirt on they shit, they don't give a fuck about you. They see what they be making, so
Right.
you definitely can spend a little change over here.
That's real. That's real. Let me make sure we plug the website real quick before we go. This is what we do over here. Website. And you work with some people too, you know what I'm saying? Let the fam know, some of the people you work with that done dealt with your clothes, you see what I'm saying, dealt with the brand, you know what I mean? Kind of, get a chance to drop some names out here. You know what I'm saying? Drop some names out here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we just appreciate everybody who rock with us, in any chance, first, Red Pill and Blue Pill, I'm saying it was our real introduction into the bigger, community, and I definitely appreciate everything they did. I decided to event at their birthday party. I think it was 2016. We had it down here, so I just, met them from there. We've been cool ever since, and they're definitely putting the work out there, and, I'm making it happen. All the shifters, I appreciate all of them. They all show love. 19 Keys, Pop Darby, they all show love. Derek Grace, so I definitely appreciate them. And anybody, else who showed love, throughout the Pantheon, from Professor James Small to Professor Griff, to Leia Africa, so anybody we came across has been all love. Umar Johnson, Young Pharaoh, anybody we've came across has been all love, so we appreciate it. I mean, because we look at it like it really shouldn't be a particular clique or people that you deal with, people you don't deal with, of your clothing brand. It's really like, Nike, they don't pick sides on what Crip or Blood or what Republican or Democrat or what Sudanese or what Irish man is gonna wear their shit. They just sell it,
Right.
So we're gonna keep our brand true to what it is, and the people who fuck with it. It's always gonna be Black history. It's always gonna be Black militancy. It's always gonna be Black ownership with our brand. So, if you rock with that, then you rocking with us. So that's that's how we putting it out there. So we never gonna bend as a brand, you know. So people who rocking with us are just simply gonna have that same or know that whenever they're spending with us, you know, or circulating the dollar with us. They know if they go get their nails done at the Korean spot, she's gonna go or he's gonna go get that money to educate his kid, teach his kid how to code, you know, or something like that.
Right.
So it should be a chance where if you spend your dollar with me, you know, as we expand, we can employ somebody working at a store, as in like a Foot Locker. You know, we'll have our own branded stores that we can employ your son or your daughter, you know, circulate that income. Or you might have a vegan restaurant or a vegan juice bar. I can intend, you know, go to your juice bars and get juices from you, and you come back and buy a shirt from me. You know, it all work hand in hand. So that's basically our philosophy of trying to circulate, you know, versus spend the money with each other. We're circulating it, because if we all rocking in the same area, if I know she has black soap right down the way, I know there's True Detergent, you know, right over here. I know there's Tubman batteries right over there. Why would I get Duracell? You know, why would I get another brand when the brand is quality, or at least, not saying that you have to have all athletics. I'm saying that it should be a part of your, you know, purchases, you know. So if you can get a black brand of the same quality, that should be somewhere in your closet, you know, period, point blank. You should have some different brands that represent some Kings County. You know what I'm saying? You have some Kings County, you have some dashiki colors, you know, you have some Jef-A-Sun, you know, you have some of them in your closet, you know. So when you are stepping, you know, you can represent yourself, you can represent your history, and it also harnesses the power of the ancestors as well. So if you throw that Zulu on, you know, you automatically gonna be like, okay, ain't nothing stopping me today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this done, and that's that. You know, if you run it with the power of Garvey, you like, they're not gonna stop me either. I'm about to get my millions of people together. You know, I'm gonna build me a whole cruise line. You know, all that. So Tucson Louverture, you know him. Like, look, I'm about to overtone these crackers, and that's that. That's what's happening. Dirty Bookman and Dessalines, all that. So when you just the fact of you putting it on, you know, and then somebody asking you, because it looks like something that's supposed to, you know, be of the upper echelon. You know, when you look at the stitching, when you look at the tags and everything like that, you look at the material. Somebody approach you, you can go ahead and throw them a history lesson. Like, what's that, Mansa Musa? Oh, Mansa Musa, he's richer than Jeff Bezos. He's richer than Oprah. He's richer than Bill Gates, the richest man in history. Throw him a quick history lesson, you know. So that's also with the youth. Youth will run up on you. Oh, I need that to match my Yeezys for sure. Throwing the Hey Roo. Like, who was Hey Roo? You know, let me look him up. Let me Google him. So that's another part of the Edu-fashion piece that we this is going to automatically happen, you know. So we make the clothes in a clever way to encompass fashion wants, stuff that people want to wear, you know, colors that's already put you in the mind frame of the team you're cheering for or the team that you're familiar with, you know. So we use that same aspect, and then, you know, sports, even if there's no leagues, people are going to still play sports. You know, of all the leagues eventually get debunked because of whatever happens in the next couple months or days, then those players are going to find a way. If Ice Cube can find a way, those players are going to find a way to build their own shit, plain and simple. This might be the wake-up call that everybody kind of needs to stop kneeling and relying on outside powers when it's all inside. It's all inside. We circulated the bread only with us. It'd be crazy. We wouldn't need nobody. We don't need anybody. It's all inside us, you know. We're original man anyway, so it's only destiny. It's only destiny.
That's real. It's real. You gave another seminar just now. You ain't even know it. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to you right here. You know what I'm saying? It's natural right here. So make sure y'all check out the brand. Y'all see it. Support the brand. Support the
Yeah.
brothers. Support the music. The music is the soundtrack to the movement. You see what I'm saying? This brand, let's help increase the market penetration. You see what I'm saying? Let's just allow these designs that are made from the designers with our same mind. You see what I'm saying? Come top of the mind situation. You know. So closing remarks, shout outs, anything you want to plug, social
Um,
media, all of that.
as far as social media, it's gonna be athletics, so it's AFR underscore LETICS. That's gonna be the Instagram. That's where you're gonna get most of what's going on with us as far as a brand. Um, and then there's the website where you can purchase anything you want from the brand, www.afr-letics.com. And there's also the Facebook page, which is pretty much the same thing. If you Google it, that's what'll come up as far as the brand athletics. And definitely got things coming. Once we get past this, we have masks right now. So we have filtered masks and non-filtered masks. So you can hit us up. We don't have them on the website. It's going to be a quick thing. It might be a permanent thing. But we do have them available right now. You can come down to Wadada on Ralph David Abernathy in Atlanta, the West End, 878 Ralph David Abernathy. And there's a vegan juice bar inside. It has stuff like Walmart has. It has clothes. It has jewelry. It has crystals. So if you're really about healing and you really want to get that healing and, you don't have nowhere else to go, we're essential, basically, just like any grocery store, any restaurant, we're essential. So you don't have anywhere to go but IG Live or YouTube Live or some type of streaming platform live. But you need clothes for that too. But anyway, come down to Wadada ATL. Follow them on Instagram as well. And that's where I'm always set up at. That's where the clothes are always set up at. So anytime you want to just come down and look and see the quality and see why we charge what we charge on our website, which isn't ridiculous, because you can find any item from Mitchell-N-Ness or Nike that's much higher, but we have the same quality. And also check out our music. Like I said, Ken Fresco on Instagram, KENNFRI $CO, Ken Fresco. Tontine North, he has the album Kilimanjaro. We have another album called Wild Style. Right to Bet Arms, our producer is El Ferro. Check us out, YouTube. We're where we're supposed to be as far as like if you say you're putting out music. And also Brownery Manufacturing is the manufacturing that anything custom apparel, especially custom hats, or sweatshirts or something like that to that effect. We can take care of it. We can handle it. If you just want a green hat to match a black with black writing to match a green and black shoe you got, and want to be the only one with that hat, so when you bust your fit on IG Live, then you're exclusive. You're not going to see a million people with it on right now. So that's another aspect as well. And just shout out to anybody who's helped me along the way. I've put on the gear, have worn the gear, have spent bread with me. The Twin Pillars. They got wild projects coming out. They got Netflix, all kind of stuff coming out that definitely be in tune with them. And all the shifters. 19 Keys and Blue with the Gold Water, with the Crown's Oil, all their products. The Antidote Smoke and Grow Rich tour. Also we got CBD products down here too. So we getting into that field. So anybody who wants to get in that field, tell them to holler at me too on that aspect. So that's pretty much most of the things I want to shout out. If I forgot anything, then I forgot it. I'll put it out next time.
Word. Make sure y'all support the brand, support the brothers, support the vision, support the movement. Afr-letics on the rise. You understand? We out of here. Peace.
Peace.